Welcome to a new video on the Photography Minimalist. This video is all about the Minolta PROD 20, a camera that I've been planning on doing a review about for quite some time. And last week I finally found the time to make some photos with this interesting little camera. So I put in a roll of Fuji C200 and went to a very small historical village called Marken. And Marken used to be an island, and quite some years ago already it was connected to the mainland, so you could more or less call it a mini peninsula. Again, it's a very historical and picturesque little village. I think there are more than 1 million tourists per year that visit Marken. And you know, I've lived in the Netherlands now for more than 40 years, and this was the first time I went to Marken. And it will not be my last time. I'm planning on going again next week with a totally different camera, which I'll be telling you some more about at the end of this video. Let's have a look at this camera, after which I'll show you the photos that I was able to achieve on Marken and give you my personal opinion with regards to the Minolta PROD 20. Let's have a closer look at the Minolta PROD 20s or 20'S. Which has a very stylish and out of the ordinary design. When we start with the top plate, we see the shutter release button, which also has a lock mechanism to lock the shutter release to prevent accidentally taking a photo. And we have the film counter and the model number, the PROD 20'S or the PROD 20s with a serial number. On the back, we see, of course, the viewfinder and a small lever to open the back of the camera. The camera automatically advances the film, and at the end of the film it will rewind the film. There's no possibility for a mid-roll rewind, and the camera also detects the DX code of your film. When we look at the front of the camera, we see the lens cap, which is made of metal, which reveals the Minolta 35mm 4.5 lens with a smallest aperture of f/22. We see a self-timer lever and an LED, and the viewfinder, and the two eyes for the autofocus mechanism. We see the flash, which is fully automatic, and we see a very small exposure eye within the flash. When we look at the bottom plate of the camera, we see that it is manufactured by Minolta. It has a tripod mount and also a lever to lock and open the bottom plate, which we can totally remove from the camera, which exposes the battery, which in this case is a Panasonic 2CP4036, a 6-volt lithium battery. And we can easily close the bottom lid and of course lock it again. That's about all I can tell you with regards to this Minolta PROD 20. So let's now have a look at the images that I was able to achieve. now that you've seen the images that I was able to make with the Minolta PROD, I thought it would be good to give you my personal opinion. If you're looking for an easy to use, fully automatic, autofocus, 35mm film camera, I would advise you not to buy the Minolta PROD 20. And there are a few reasons for this. First of all, the image quality. The lens is of inferior quality and not of the quality you would expect from Minolta. It has very heavy vignetting and quite low contrast. Another issue is the fact that the autofocus is not always spot on. Even though it has a very clear center autofocus, often your compositions will be out of focus. So that is a little bit of a hit and miss. So in that sense, I would not go for this camera. There are cheaper and better alternatives. However, if you're looking for a collectible camera that's only going to go up in value the coming years, I would buy a Minolta PROD as an investment. Buy the best one you can find, put it in your cabinet, hold on to it, and give it 10 or 15 years, and it's going to easily double in value, maybe even more. So only for that reason am I going to hold on to my Minolta PROD. I'm not going to be using it again. Even though I find it is a very stylish camera. It's something that is out of the ordinary, which I can really appreciate. It's only too bad that it's let down by its lens quality. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'm going to be visiting the small village of Marken again. This is going to happen next week, and then I will bring along a Zeiss Ikon Super Ikonta, a very interesting and high quality rangefinder folder camera, together with a few rolls of Kodak Portra 160. And something interesting happened over the past few days. I'm teaming up with a professional photography store in Haarlem, which is called the Photo Vakhuis. And they are going to lend me every now and then an interesting camera that I can take out, explore, and take some photos. And of course, make a video and bring that to you. And the first camera that they lent me is this Super Ikonta. And I'm very enthusiastic about this cooperation because I love photography and I love cameras, and especially film photography, but that can get very expensive. And I want to keep these videos interesting for you as a viewer. Thank you very much for watching the video. Greatly appreciated. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. And you're more than welcome to subscribe to keep up with all my new videos. Thanks again, take care, and I'll see you next time.